What is up, blockchain gang? This is the Daniel Draghi Show, where we know that the best entertainment is the kind you get paid to enjoy. Before you go on a rant about how play to earn ruins games, please allow me to make an analogy. Imagine if you went to the strip club to have a good time, but the dancers tipped you. Would you ever go back to the old club? I didn't think so. Today I wanted to cover a serious subject that is a real autobiographical story of facts that actually happened to me recently that is causing me to sell off all of my assets and quit Kuni Crossroads as quickly as possible.
If it's not the crypto, it must be the bots then.
These bots don't even have the power of teleportation or God mode. Anyone also playing Mirror 4 would die laughing their ass off at these amateurs. I can't even call it botting since it's really just multi-accounting and all players have both online and offline AI bot mode.
But the bots cause a queue and you have to wait to play or pay to skip.
True. Players can also cause a queue, especially when there already is a queue and they refuse to log out due to that. There are also temporary and will eventually result in more servers being opened or something being done to stem the bot problem. The value from the skip comes from the additional AI offline time and not the skip that they added once the queues were put in place to give their paying customers preferential treatment. That is not a greedy game company for you, that is any company for you. You could also earn $8 and buy it even if you are a free to play in about 3 weeks if you wanted.
Oh, it's the black diamonds, isn't it? The bots are made by Netmarble, who profit off mining their own coin to then charge black diamonds, netting them 20%.
Okay, Netmarble, as the devs, could put as much Territe or tokens into their accounts as they want with the push of a button. They would not need bots. Also, the 20% fee gets burned in an attempt to stabilize the prices, so that's not it either.
Then what is it?
I enjoy every aspect of this game except for the Discord community, which is far too toxic for me. I know you can call me a snowflake, a bitch, a beta, unsubscribe, stop watching the video, I really don't give a fuck. But I refuse to be part of a community that is toxic no matter how much I enjoy the game itself, i.e. League of Legends. If you want to skip watching, seriously, that's the real reason. If you don't believe me, go ahead and watch the rest of this video and I'll give you proof.
But why is Discord so important to you?
Discord and my comment section is where I draw all of my information for the future content of this channel. If people are repeatedly asking something and there are no English guides about it on YouTube, I know it is a good idea to make a video about it. Without this community, I wouldn't be able to create much content, except perhaps that of entertainment value.
So what happened?
For the second evening in a row, I was engaged in arguments with anti-crypto fans of the game who were insulting anyone who disagreed with them. Now, I am not triggered by insults from strangers on Discord, but I know it isn't allowed, and it's very tempting to return insults when under a constant barrage. I am much more concerned about what players see who come onto the Discord and ask for help, especially if they're new to the game or experiencing a problem. Like this individual here who had an issue in purchasing black diamonds. He may have left before I was even able to answer his question, but 5 individuals gave him the clown emoji. Someone told him to stop and another person laughed at him. This was because he was participating in the play to earn side of the game, and you're not allowed to talk about the play to earn side of the game unless you're shitting on it. Anytime I was engaged in conversations unrelated to crypto that praising something in the game, such as the musical score or design, I would be spammed by emojis and insulted by players who self-admittedly quit playing the game and are only a part of the community to get other people to stop playing the game. For the record, anyone is entitled to their opinion. If you say you don't like crypto, I may ask you why. It's okay to disagree with someone and not hate them or insult them, right? This is where Discord gets its name after all. If you say crypto is bad or crypto is evil and people who use crypto are evil, I have every right to take offense to that and dispute your claim with my own. However, most of these people have an agenda, and it's not to learn anything, but to slang hatred and contempt, because that is what they are filled with, which makes logic and reason bounce off of them like they're wearing a suit of armor made out of various learning disabilities. I'm just going to gloss over this because I don't want to be here all night, but after about an hour of this and I saw them attacking someone who had a problem, I admit, I was triggered. I called them kids, I said they had no self-respect, I said they were the reason we lost emojis last night because they don't care if they ruin the nitro of everyone else in the server, and the mod refused to ban them even after warning them to stop, and they continued. They said,
"It's just the clown emoji,"
as if their mother never taught them what harassment was. I tried to explain the difference between fear and consequences, but they didn't listen and nothing was ever done about it. I just kept mentioning that they should use their words words if they disagreed, and then finally outed myself as the greatest clown history has ever seen. People told me that I was in the minority and that nobody agreed with me, but like the truth, I don't really care about majority rule. And after all, look at all of the support I was getting from the clown vote. This caused them to quickly switch to skulls, but some of them became so confused due to a lack of critical thinking skills that they just stopped using emojis altogether, probably for the rest of their lives. People call you a scammer, and so you explain that you're free to play. They call you poor and lazy and tell you to get a job, so you tell them you're retired. That is when they started with the sexual insults. I thought for sure they would get banned at this point, so I tried to bypass it passively aggressively by saying I was married and not interested. As if by response, a person put up a message that said, and I'm paraphrasing here, if any LGBTQ plus players are looking for a safe place, DM me if you want to join our Discord. Everyone is welcome as long as you are chill. Within 10 seconds, multiple people commented in disgust or tagged a mod and asked them to remove it, and it was swiftly deleted. Now, why would someone advertise a safe place if this is already defined as a safe place by the rules that they supposedly enforce? They didn't share a link or anything, just told them to DM them if they wanted. They had a link on their profile and it was a legit Discord and not some scam or something, if that's what you were wondering. This is when I started to get toxic myself and called them incels after they began insulting my wife. Still not an issue, but it's pretty sad, and I'm sure at least some people came onto the Discord to see people talking about jerking off and just said, nope. I will say that I wasn't consumed with rage or anything, as you can clearly see me speaking calmly with others and answering the questions that I could, but I started fighting fire with fire. If they didn't want to battle with facts, I was well prepared to defeat them with wits, especially if they were insulting anyone who dared share a positive opinion. You can see the hive mind had already started to take effect. I was told I was defending a company, and I hate all companies. I just don't have any special hate towards video game companies because they're all bad and shouldn't be trusted, but watched like vicious dogs. It was about that time I was muted, so I set up my AFKs and went to bed. I woke up and found that I was still muted, so I reached out to the mod who muted me, as I didn't think I really did anything worse than anyone else to deserve being muted for so long. I asked if I should just leave the server or if I was ever going to be unmuted, and they said it was only for a day. I asked what rule I violated so that I could avoid getting muted again, and they told me it was just my overall behavior since I was making chat insane. Not the trolls attacking anyone who enjoys the game. Not the people talking about jerking off. Not the people calling free-to-play players poor. Just me in response to these communications. They said that they didn't mean to mute me for one day, but only 1 hour. I asked if I should just block the people who are insulting me to low-key insinuate that they weren't doing their job, and they just said yes. A few hours go by, and of course, I'm still muted, so I started playing Samir 4 and thinking about things, and that's when I came to the decision to quit Kuni and make this video. I noticed after I left, this mod said not to worry because they muted the problem, to which multiple people in the chat complained how boring it was. I understand these mods are not paid, and even a paid employee can have a bad day or make a mistake on the job. I know I made tons of mistakes and still was always considered a valuable asset to my employers, and they are not the problem, but a lack of enforcing the rules fairly and allowing people to trash the server was making it a very hostile place. Like, how crazy could chat have been if it was on a 1-minute delay and I was using half of my responses to help people? We were debating in slow motion. Imagine crypto bros going into Discord servers of traditional games like Diablo Immortal and telling everyone that they're stupid for playing for free and they should quit and pay a play to earn game and leave a bad review. How ridiculous does that sound to you? Oh well, I'm sad for the people who enjoy this game, aggravated at the moderators for doing a lousy job, and upset with Netmarble for not paying a sufficient staff, as if they can't afford it. But I've already moved on. I'll finish out this week and next week to earn about $20 to $25, and maybe the Discord will become a better place for everyone who enjoys the game or needs assistance, in part because of this video. The lead mod Natto is a huge whale in the game, so maybe they spent all of the money they were supposed to pay the Discord staff on their account. IDK and NK. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can do this again sometime.